Welcome back to Kracken Unlimited, builders. We had a exciting end of last episode where we conquered the two miners to the southwest. Here we're getting our fate point, and we've got some extra stratagems, exotic combat drugs. Well. Okay, another eager industrialist, commercial zone. Beautiful. I was looking around before we started recording, and things are getting better. A lot of the civilian economy employment has already recouped in our capital, which is great. I see we are not making that recruitment. Oh, no, that's not recruitment. We are making 500. So I don't think we are actually getting our recruitment quota from our new city here, unfortunately. So we're going to have to keep that on in the capital for the time being, but people will shift around. We also have this. I don't remember seeing this, so they must have discovered this right at the end of last episode. But we actually have a metal mine, finally. There's only 13,000 here, and it is low accessibility, so a little bit of an ouch there, but combining that with all the ruins that we got, I'm much less worried. Now, we do have a bit of a bug hunt that we need to do down here, and we are also starting our offensive to try to start wiping these guys out. With the main eye to trying to maybe get some field testing on our bazookas. We have the next tech. We could design the next model. All right, are we done with you guys? No. 500 of you somewhere. I wish we knew where you were. Correctly, yeah. Okay, I need to hunt those guys down. Well, or we could obsolete them. That'll throw them back to the capital, and then we could upgrade them. That is another route we could take. RPGs. Okay, regular, you're going to be low. In fact, yeah, we do have a few of you guys. Okay, yeah, for a second I thought I was reading that wrong. Okay, yeah, get rid of that one. And okay, regular. How did we do on this? I don't know if we checked. A little low on some of the other stats, but the structural design is great, so we shouldn't have a problem with that. Ditto here, we actually have a pretty good weapon right off the bat. Motorcycle, yeah, we have really lucked out on our designs. Like, really lucked out on our designs. Okay, let's tackle decisions first here. Militia requires your attention. Sure. We will watch them. We need a new advisor. Okay, now, one thing I did want to do in this game, somebody pointed out last season, this would be a good place for seniors. They're going to come in, have some actual skills. It's less painful when they retire. Let's actually nab one of those and see what we get. I don't remember how many people we were sitting on. A lot of them. I'm almost certain it's going to be him. I could tell because he has cap 3. Pretty mediocre. Does have improvisation, though. Okay, that's fine. Has some governor-y type skills. A little bit of everything, if I'm being honest. Fine. I assume we're going to need a governor this turn, too. Cornelius? No. Okay, no. Yuri here. All right, Yuri, you're the new advisor. Set salaries. I think we're pretty much good where we're at. Yeah, no changes there. Eternal, no changes. We've got a demagogue. Hang on, let me get my governor. All right, none of you were like stellar. You say you have 15. You actually have a little bit of skill. But he's capped 2, low intelligent. It's not really gonna cut it, if I'm being honest. Got some juniors, some seniors, a scientist, a corp manager. That might actually do it. Let's try that. I mean, I wish they just at least give me their name. Just at least a name. All right, well, I'm assuming it's him. Again, has some skill, but he's just a cap 2. I think I'm in for a penny, in for a pound on this. Okay, cap 3. Here we go. This is looking a little better. I wish the intelligence was the 41 instead of the charisma. He's got an amazing mustache. He seems like our guy. Has some actually relevant stats. Albert Meyer for governor. All right. Albert Meyer. Okay, I need to say no to somebody. I need to say no to somebody. Come on, Albert, where are you?
Wilco.
Albert Meyer, you're in, friend. City upgrade to a small town. Sure, you can have that. A demagogue in 5-tron. Okay, so we could find the demagogue and arrest him. We could eat the enforcement. Our chances are better than 50-50. Okay. Success. Excellent. A little bit of unrest, but hopefully that will start dying down. Okay, here, Norwick. Okay, does have an advisor on him. Okay, that's fine then. Let's get the new advisor. And that's going to be Yuri. Call. Attach. Oh, I don't have enough PP for it. Man, that sucks. Okay, is what it is. Now I'm a little torn here. I do want to wipe out all these spiders, but I also would like to just go clear these out. So that's a little ouch. Okay, buggy, we needed one replacement there. All right, I think what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna leave the MG guys here and we'll sweep this way with our infantry. See what we can see. And that's gonna include my tank. It's gonna take us a hot year to get through this, isn't it? Okay, you hop in there. You are heading over there. That way. Get somebody in there. Now, the radiation isn't great. Nothing here is above 100 rad, so it's not too bad. I know it's not stellar, but it's not too bad. Okay, here, give me a sealed road. Honestly, if they're gonna do this for me, I might as well take advantage of it. Okay, and we're out of juice there. Yeah. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, here, assets. They have a light industry. Here, they have a light industry. Okay, no more road building. We've already finished a barracks. Okay, so their quality of life is going to start going up. They just have a ton of unrest. All right, let's. Oh, we're out of points. I was gonna say let's see what cards we can play. We are sitting on a lot of fate points. With those, do we have anything juicy? The exotic combat drugs. When played, combat bonus plus 50%. All our troops. It says a one-time use dose. So I'm going to assume that's not a tech we're unlocking. So we want to save that for the right moment. Liar, cabinet retreat. Cultural integrator. Okay, this one might be useful. Nobody selected. This would be, I assume, my governors. All right, and which one? I got to remind myself here. Who's the really super amazing town? Okay, it is Rostock. So, Nick. Let's try this out. This is one I normally never use, so we'll do the... I guess we have two of them. Okay, sure. And we need governors, and give me Nick. Go.
Wilco.
And do the other one, and this is gonna be Albert.
Wilco.
We'll see if that makes a difference. I've never bothered with those before, but leader has a knack to understand the subjects of a different culture. Caste growth increased. We can tell that one because it's going to be cultural adaptation score is 0. Tradition, fertility, aggression. They are raiders, a subculture of warmongers, and these are hunters. Okay, we'll see how that functions. Moving into position. We're going to post up there. I didn't show this last time. These are the stats. These are Galactic Republic automatus. These are essentially robotic MG units. Pretty interesting. They have a tripod assault laser rifle. They have 200mm steel plating, so they're basically bunkers, like robot bunkers, I guess. But look at these stats: 814 on the soft attack defense. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Okay, you are gonna need to move in. Let's get you to here. And here. We're gonna be pretty aggressive. Do it. I want to get that experience. Ah, we lose one, of course.
All clear, sir.
Is what it is. Okay, and then you move up there, and then you move up there. Okay, unfortunate that we bumped, but it looks like our militia's fine. But they cannot move any further. Okay, that's all right. On this side... All right, I think I want to try to swing here. So you move up, you move up, you move up. All right, we're going to start bombarding this with an eye to maybe getting a push in there. Okay, I still want to just try to be really chill here. We're going to suck up a lot of pop over to here. I'm assuming because we have high civ 66. If we look at these, 41 and 13. Also, we're going to have some problems here. I don't think we're going to lose too many of our workers, but we're not going to attract anyone either. So I would like to get this up and running a little bit. So it's like some security here would go a long ways. So let's go ahead and construct, and we'll get them in a barracks. We are losing 1 power, I'm noticing. Okay, that's fine. Build me the barracks. Over here, all right, not what I want to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and give them the solar plant. 50 energy. Yeah, there's like no rain down here. Okay, do it. I don't want to do any more furnaces if I can help it. And look at how much this is already chopped down, by the way. So really lowering that density of the woods. And I think we're pretty much done here. I think you're pretty much a spare. I'm going to have this guy swing out. Actually, well... No, come this way. We'll put him on the end of the line here. I want to try to encircle this whole group and see if we can get rid of them. Sooner rather than later, ideally. Alright. Arachnids, where you at? Where you going? Also, I'm going to need to nationalize that mine. And unfortunately for them, I just am not willing to give up 13,000 metal. And we're probably going to need we are going to need truck stations in both of these. It just keeps the logistics flowing nicely. And we're going to need a road up this way, probably. That terrain kind of sucks, though. Yeah, that's going to be unpleasant. And I just realized you are probably not guarded if I can approach you from the south quickly enough. Yeah, We might be able to just do the same thing, essentially. Get our tank in there and just take it. Discovered some more fuel. Time of culture. Very nice. Private economy. Some water purifiers. The guided RPG is done. 400 GR grade infantry. 10 machinery. Okay, good turn. Steinman requests permission for personal guard. Okay, this is Simba. 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 I mean, we could increase our relations with him. We could soak a little bit of autocracy. We could soak a little bit of fist. It would make one of our advisors very cranky. I'm okay with that. All right. Don't say I never do anything for you, Simba. They want to buy population? No. I'm literally never going to say yes to that. So that's kind of dumb. Okay. I do not want to sell our IP at the moment because I got some road work to do. What did I just say? Big town? No. Ask me that later. Okay. Zone details for 5 Kron. I've already forgotten again. Okay. So you're on the south one. We need to change your name. I'm never going to remember that. You are going to be Lake Ruin. There you go. Lake Ruin. Okay, budget. I also probably need to go check in on my other places, but I'm going to give you like a 50 credit budget. Worker salary, let's start at 6. Allow emergency food. Yes. Okay, all set up and ready to go. We need to keep a close eye on if we start having employment issues based on our pay. The problem, once you start messing with that, you never can stop messing with it. So, all right, we're going to nationalize the trucks. We're going to nationalize the trucks. Going to nationalize the iron mine. Yeah, sorry, guys. You were never going to keep that. I don't know what you were thinking. You were never going to keep that. All right, and we got to be a little bit careful here. I don't want them to slip by me. Okay, that's the GR troops. Okay, let's get them grouped up if we can. And transfer. Transfer. There we go. Up to 7 of them in the group. That's actually maybe useful for something. Here, hold on. Did I have any? Do need an RPG. And nothing else. Okay. And let's dirt road to here. That's as much as I can afford. The problem to bring the road up here is I don't want to come through that. So we're going to have to go around it. It's a little bit on the annoying side. Right, come through here, come through here. We got Spooter over there. We do have a Spooter over there. For the most part, I just need to keep an eye on them. We'll deal with them with probably green if we can, or just have them chill for a minute. Okay. And from this side, dirt road. Yeah, we'll do that. Trying to get those supplies in here. All right, up here. Okay, these are going to be my tier 1 buggies, so we're probably going to have some losses, but I want to scout them out. Wow, okay. I thought we were going to have losses, but that was some losses. Okay, do I... Nope, they've just literally wiped out the unit. I do kind of need those, so let's go ahead and raise an independent. I just want buggies. We also could do motorcycles, although the motorcycles wouldn't be as good at doing actual attacks. What are you? RPGs inside of APCs. Interesting. Not what I need currently, but interesting. A buggy. Buggy 2s, yes. And you were part of the 3rd? No, you are part of the 4th. Okay, let's actually change. We're going to do that. A unit change to the 4th MG. Okay, we're not building anything in the capital. We're just keeping it chill. We're working on the barracks down at South Sea. Apparently I didn't save the name properly here. Perfect, perfect. I don't understand why that one needs its own... Why you need to change that first and the other screen can't okay that. Okay, we're getting the... Slowly, but we're getting it up. Alright, we have some points left. I probably need to go start weeding out some of these leaders. So we're gonna have a time. 0 retirement. We only get 1. The reserve pool. Who is the crankiest of them all? It's you. You're fine. Mostly 61. Hey, you have 8 intelligence. Hey, buddy, I have a deal for you. Joke's on me. He got to retire, so, you know, there you go. Bronze retirement. I'm not in that big of a worry to spend. All right, do we have anyone else who needs a medal? Looking for people below 70. No, they're all right. All right, we'll let that ride. Okay, food is going down a little bit. Are we not fully employing our food? We're not. Is our wages still okay here? All right, so population 0.6. Yes, they are. All right, just need to be patient. 26 PP left. All right, maybe let's get in one of our... nothing, apparently. We had some efficiency drives. I guess when we lost the ability to get the card, we lost the cards themselves. That makes me very sad. That makes me very sad. All right, well, let's hit a private investment.
Aye, aye, sir.
There you go. Do I need to change zones over here? No, this is fine. All right, so I need another one over here in Rostock. Private investment, target, Rostock. And I cannot afford that one. Okay, we'll wait until next turn for that. All right, go ahead and roll it. Come on, spooters, come at me. Wouldn't be so annoying if I had more troops. Also wouldn't be so annoying over here if I had better recon. I guarantee you those are not empty hexes. It's going to be quite a little bash. So I'm kind of hoping I can sneak these guys just up and we'll just take the city. And then these guys will all just despawn. Oh. Easy peasy if we can pull that off. I need to be a little bit quick about it though, because if the AI realizes, they'll pull all their troops back and sit in the city. Yeah, we've got Cloud Forest up here. Oh, that's gonna suck having to assault into that. Yes, the spider shuffle. Don't think I don't notice that. Okay, we did not get enough. We did develop our medium tank. Okay, ships blow each other up, as they do. Okay, you zip over here. You... Oops. No. Let's work on you. Eeny, meeny, mo. So we want a ranged attack. Not having the recon in there is going to make this relatively ineffectual. Did get a kill at least. Okay, couple, triple, quadra kill. Okay, all right. That was actually way better than I thought it was going to be without having a better recon there. Okay, over here, it does look like we managed to push them back. Where's my RPG? Here. I'm really pushing to get them some XP, so when we do that redesign... Yeah. That's looking pretty good, actually. Okay, so you and you move up. Okay, not gonna build any more buildings. We're just waiting for that pop to chill out. Working on their barracks. Working on the solar panel. Not doing anything here. We are going to need more power beyond just a single solar panel. I think that's a great first start. Get that up and running. You need to move up. Okay, I'm gonna chance that we get flanked here. All right, you. The spooters ran away. I'm just gonna ignore them. That always works out well, right? And we're gonna really push for that. Here, dirt road. I do think we go around that hill. That hill is just way more pain than I'm willing to endure. Okay, we'll get our road connected here. Road first so that my tank could move through there easily. Okay, I'm gonna guess 2, maybe 3 turns until I can get contact up here. Yeah, that's cool. We'll see how much our ammo goes down after that artillery attack. I think that's basically it for that. Okay, we finished the medium tank. I don't think there's anything here we need. We could make the new bazooka. What are we sitting on XP wise for those? Only 19%, and they're getting kills and everything, so they're functioning okay. I'm just gonna let that ride. Oops. Got no new orders. Rebels, full support. Rebels deployed. Okay, well that's rather annoying. And they cut me off. Oh, that's doubly annoying. All right. That is super annoying. God, rebels. Those wacky rebels. Oh, you. Okay, can I just literally on their doorstep raise a formation of probably some more buggies? I sure can. All right. If we don't die due to all of our starvation things happening here, we should be able to push him off the road next turn. All right, we'll let them get some oil. That's fine. Offer to buy slaves at the border. Okay, I would like to get the population, so yes, I will free some people. Hard wise, I gotta be a little careful with our money. We don't have the money printers like we used to. Leaders, 0 retirement. Make sure I actually click the right guy. Okay, reserve pool. Okay, you are the green who I'm not in love with. You're also pretty weak. All right, you're my next target. Nice. Okay, 2 for 2 today. I'm loving it. Okay, I think that's it for the turn, unless there's something else to spend on. Personal wealth. Increase selected leader's loyalty with +1 every turn. Okay, so if we have a really important person who's really cranky, we could use that. If we go to all, and we look at relation, our lowest... Okay, Simba might be a candidate. Simba's kind of a garbage person, but all those people we've recruited, we haven't really got a good person. All right, Simba, you've already disappointed me once. You can't let me down that much further.
Wilco.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. Stop being dumb. Be happy instead. Okay, and yeah, we're not going to attack this turn. I think you go next, and then I'm going to try to get in a circle here, just a small one. Go ahead and roll that. Oh, the rebels. Rebel. Probably in it with the spiders, if I had to guess. We should be okay on supplying these guys, because we should be able to get some supplies at least up this way. I want to get that town just wiped out. So I don't think I'm going to turn around with these guys. Oh, there's that metal there too. Actually, a pretty decent distribution of that this game. 3 of them over this area is not bad. Plus the amount of ruins we've got. Man, those arachnids. At least we have not been getting the hive growing. And now that I think about it, they actually can't. Okay, siege infantry. Okay, that's actually kind of useful in this world, I think. They can't evolve because they evolve by eating free folk. And there shouldn't be any free folk over here. All right, you are literally making me die. So if you could just not. I'm gonna militia attack first because I want the recon. Okay, that was actually pretty good. And then I would like everyone else go. I don't know if we have the numbers we need. Okay, okay. Deal. As long as you get the heck off the road. Okay, I'll take that. That's good enough. We're not gonna get starved here. I still cannot afford that road. Yeah, that's why I changed my mind about my feelings about getting hills and whatnot. All right, we have a secondary route now. Not as good of a route, but at least it's something. All right, can we? We sure can. And here's gonna be the problem. Yep, that's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. We're gonna really struggle to get that tank into position. Okay, and over here, you're also not doing the best, if I'm being honest. Go for it.
All clear, sir.
Okay, we at least got a hit. Okay. Wow, okay, I was gonna say I'm gonna get attacked there. That's interesting that we didn't. Okay, 20-1 against these guys. Easy, easy. Okay, is there really no one here? There isn't. Okay, this line has moved more than I thought it would. All right, I'm fine with that. I'm quite fine with that. Okay, still not gonna build anything here. Still working on their barracks. You guys won't have gotten anything done because you were cut off. Decision-wise. Syndic school, no candidates from you, please.
Yes, sir.
No staffing changes. Major worker strike. 66 credits, sure, friends. There you go. They want to buy some IP. I don't really have IP to spare.
Yes, sir.
No, thank you. You guys are inflating my enforcement profile pretty bad. Intelligent expert or a Claymore expert? We'll make an intelligent expert. It's fine. We can soak a little bit of meritocracy. Okay, did we get another 0 retirement? Local, no. Yes. Okay, and reserve pool. Who's next? You. You're a new party. Democracy and Mind. Okay, you guys might be okay. Let me actually go look at your real faction. What do you know? We have the Democratic Superiority Party. Democracy, Commerce, Mind. Yeah, you guys are cool. Okay, I'm fine with that. Enforcement, Meritocracy, Mind. Yeah. Republican Front. So blue is not very good. Green is not very good. Although they're better than they were. So we like purple and we like red are the two that we would prefer. If it's up to me. Okay, so 0 retirement. Cornelius, what do you know? You would be a good soldier. Okay, I didn't actually look at you. Are you okay? Yeah, you'd be fine. Okay, you'd be fine. Okay, these guys aren't so bad. I'm willing to roll with it. But we have other stuff we could put up. Let's get some more spies out. Okay, we have another major over here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I was not expecting that, if I'm being honest. I didn't know that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll double those two up. Corporate scientist, manager. Okay. Let's get some of our zone cards in. Right, we need to do investment. And we need to do investment in Rostock.
Aye, aye, sir.
Wow, almost 5k credits off of that one. Well, that's going to help. A military casino, a enforcer private lab. Eager industrial. Okay, eager industrialist.
Yes,
Go for it. The reason I want to upgrade that is that will get them some private credits on their own. And we'll give you a private lab. This is the higher pop of the two places. So it gets the goodies for now.
Yes,
You get a zoo. And then I'm out of political points. Okay, we've done our moves for the turn. Let's roll. Need to remember I still have a sea monster down in the south there. We never did corner that guy. Yeah, these green troops, what I don't want is them to all squeeze over here, so I'm trying to get in position so that we can cut them off. If only we could get my tank there. And actually, we might be able to road in front of us this turn. That would help this tank a ton moving through here. This is the Cloud Forest symbol, and tanks are just... they're gonna struggle. They're gonna struggle real bad in that. Okay, you stay off my road. Don't even think about roads. Good, good. Okay, time of culture. Water soil recomposition. Okay, we're not really having water problems. Okay, assault gun. Rocketry. Okay. Mobilized siege infantry. Okay. Again, very usable on this planet, I feel. Very usable. I would probably build those because I think towing those, even with the forest penalty, is probably better than not towing those. All right, what are my odds that we can get in there? Okay, so if we go here, I don't want to build a bridge if I don't have to, so I think we're just going to go straight up. Give me a dirt road. Oh, we sure can. Okay, helpful. Helpful. You. Yes, okay. Next turn, we might be able to do an assault here. Nobody can take that last. You can. There you go. All right. They at least have to fight me if they want to get back out. Okay, we're apparently having some supply issues over here. My line is moving. Okay. Weird. You and one of you do it.
Let's go. Operation successful.
I could wait around and just try to let these guys melt, but I'm giving up all the field testing if I do that. And I mean, we do need field testing, so it's not like it's bad for these guys to have some things to fight. Let's actually go check that. Okay, we did finally bump into something that we couldn't take out. No surprise. We'll just reinforce that. Okay, here, can I get any dirt road? I can. All right, next turn I should be able to get down through here. Yeah, probably will just bring it, keep this line going, and we'll connect in somewhere in here. And then, well, I also gonna need a road here. This is where my railroad's probably gonna cut through to get to this spot. Because I'm definitely not gonna go through the hills over here. That's like 2,400 IP probably. All right, we do have enough soldiers to get another group. I mean, we're gonna need them. We're gonna need them. We have visual on spooters. All right, dirt road. I don't really have idea where this is directly needing to go, but just get supplies nice and close. I haven't really been doing a good job of checking my... Okay, we're getting a little bit through here. It's getting pretty thin. Okay, that's good to know. All right, here... Do it. I think we just have too many enemy numbers more than anything else. Yeah, get back from the road. Okay. And then, before I forget, replenishments, what do we need? One set of buggies, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Okay, hopefully your supply problem is going to be alleviated. That road got closer. If it didn't this turn, it definitely will next turn. I think we're going to be all right. Okay, Whitaker wants to organize a party. He would give me a bunch of stats and things I don't care about. I think I'm going to say no and take the mind here. We dropped below 60, which is making me a little bit nervous.
Wilco.
No changes. Do not want your candidate. Rocketry? Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, an assault gun. We could definitely do. Now, I believe the assault gun is going to be our step up in howitzer. So, new blueprint. So we could do a 100mm howitzer. Honestly, for what we're fighting, that is grossly overkill. Let's put like an 88 on it. Armor-wise, now this is where I think... Again, we're just not going up against anything that is really challenging me. Something like this would be just fine. Yeah, I think this is going to be just fine. Okay, let's design that. I just want to work my way down the tree, so start development. Much like a medium tank, but without the cupola, making it cheaper to produce. It's less effective in an offensive role. Okay, maybe I changed my mind on that, actually. If it's less useful in an offensive role, then I would want a high velocity gun on that. Let's switch up the gunning here. And if I want a high velocity, I definitely want the 105. Yeah. That's interesting. I would call this a tank destroyer. Okay. I mean, that looks like a Stug 4, maybe Stug 3. All right, that's fine. Probably not going to be producing these anytime soon, but I just want to go up the model lines. Food theft. No chance we would make the roll. We'll just send in the troops. Yeah, our 4,000 security personnel did succeed. We got some fear and we killed some thieves. A walkout agitator. Okay, we have a tiny chance of making the roll. We'll just pay him out here. They want me to buy some more population. Understood. Yes. Okay, we're healing. We're healing with the population. Still not getting full here though. What is going on here? Housing gave a -3 modifier. Okay, we don't have enough housing. Worker housing is 27%. All right, I'm gonna build something here. Give me worker apartment 2s. See if we can't lock these guys down some more. Okay, the barracks will give this area a little bit of quality of life. You have the solar panel. And should be pretty good. Education's the lowest. And they have a little bit of debt that they're not currently paying off. All right, you might be due another zone card. Do we have another investment? Yeah, investment backing.
Sir.
There you go. That'll pay off their debt. And actually, while we're there,
Yes, sir.
do a commercial too. Okay, that's fine. We have 34 points left. All right, let's do another investment backing over here. Another 1,800 credits. I think we're going to let that go. I do keep eyeing that Boomtown card. We have 2 of them. We do have the fate points if we did want to play them. Okay, so a little suspicious there. What I'd like to do is just get a surround on this guy and just wipe it out. Every one of those we wipe down. One less we have to deal with later. Okay, I think that's going to be turned. Hopefully we're going to be able to take out the town with our tank. I can't imagine we won't. I'll do a recon attack first, even if it's a little costly. We're going to free up so much of our forces if we can get this cleaned out here. I'm going to need to leave 1 MG squad near our capital. I just can't not have that. Any of this bit of road in here gets cut, we starve to death on the rest of the continent. So that's going to have to be taken care of. But once we're beyond that, that's still going to be, I mean, we got pink, we got, was it orange? And I think blue. I think there's 3 groups right here. So we'll free up 3 of the 4 groups that are here to rush west. And I will probably be aggressive into that other major. I don't see why I wouldn't. We seem to be, at least for the time being, ahead. Well, here you go. Maybe they heard me. Totherus territory. I don't even know who you are, Totherus. Totherus territory. Okay, that's the Spooters. All right. Have you ever been received a official declaration of war from spiders? I have. Every summer when they decide that they need to come in and enjoy my AC. All right, let's see how this is gonna go. This is my recon attack. Please just have some survivors. Yay, the things we lost didn't have the aid trucks at least. Okay, yeah, I'm all right with that. All right, now my tank cannot get in there. Awkward. Very, oops, very, like, out. Very awkward. I think we're gonna human wave this. Let me look at that again. I can't get in there even though we're at full stats essentially. Ouch. All right, wiggle your way around to the side then. I do think we're gonna human wave this, not you. We could do those combat drugs. This is saying we're gonna win. All right, do it. I am expecting a bit of pain in here. They have a lot of trucks though, and trucks don't shoot back.
No problem.
Okay. Gauss weapons, man. They're doing it for me. All right, we did have casualties though. Militia learns from experience. Yep, I hope they do. Demand our bureaucratic asset. Yes, I can probably actually do that. Priorities, no change. Protests. Okay, 1,000 credits essentially. Make some people happy. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pay them off. We can eat that, I think. All right, now we should see these guys starve out really quick. These are not miners. I'm pretty sure these are sim. I'm pretty sure that's a major. That does not helpful. Over here, give me regimes. Yeah, sim is a major. So they should have to starve out. They're not just going to vanish, I don't believe. Oh, somebody did ask. Checking the victory screen. How we doing? We have the Edalar Confederation is at 11 We have Friedstein at 10. Kracken Unlimited at 3rd place with 9.7. Hornstein, Simon Sika, and Hardy's Land at the bottom. Hardy's Land has already been defeated, it looks like. So not bad. We're about tied with percentage of planet. We are behind in population. I don't think that surprises anybody. But not bad. Not bad. And we have at least, who was the major over here? Somebody. Hornstein. Perfect. Almost the same pop, but a little bit lower. He does have this terrain on his side. That's going to be kind of annoying. We're going to have like one group go above it and one group will go... I was going to say below it, but I am not crossing the Alps here. So, yeah. Zorik's Domes is an irradiated frozen hellscape that I will not be trying to cross. Even if you offer me elephants, I will say no. Hey, we just bumped into some spooters, and they're the tougher spooters. That is not what I would have preferred. Okay, and more. They did declare war on me, too. I really need to clean up this northern stuff quick. Alright, let's just chill on this for a second. I will take the territory that they will grant me. Because they're not going to instantly die, I do want to make sure... that I'm pushing a lot of pressure on these. I think that's fine. Ammo going down. Okay, we're having some oil problems. What are you pumping? Go up to 100%, please. We're still losing some energy also, which... surprising? A little surprising. How are we still losing energy? Delivered from zones is 60, so you are delivering. You will produce next turn. Okay. I'm just ahead on the schedule, I guess. Okay, here. Everything's chilling, everything's going up. I don't want to go too crazy on building quality of life. We can let the private economy do that. Okay, we wiped out their debt. I think we're just going to let them have a moment. Over here, they're building the oil well. They have a decent amount of debt. All right, do we have another card we could help them with? No. Yes. Private investment. Over here. Go.
Aye, aye, sir.
3,051 credits. So that will be enough to pay off their oil well debt. And then hopefully with that oil well, they'll start making some money. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing better and better every game at managing the private economy. I do still struggle with that, but it's so important that you get them ticking along, or you're gonna have repercussions later on. All right, we still have 45 points. We're looking a little thin in the south. We can afford a unit. All right, let's look ahead. What are we gonna be fighting in? Even over here, it's basically all jungle, so we're gonna stick with infantry. I think we're gonna stick with infantry. But do we have anything new? Motorized. It's just motorized infantry. I wouldn't. A regular assault infantry, maybe. Another machine gun group. Honestly, as boring as it is, I think we just get the machine gun group. Yep. Hey, one thing I am noting, we have not got a single tech tonight. What's going on here? We have no research for the Economic Council. Is that true? That we have nothing to research? We should have water soil recombination. All right, let me call him up. Research. What do you know? Okay, power banks could be useful. We don't have any volcanoes. Deep core is not useful. We're not having water problems. Okay, let's grab power banks while we're here, but I do agree we don't really have much to do. And we are working on rocketry on our military, so I do know that one. Okay, food seems to have stabilized. It's still making me a little bit nervous. We're probably going to need to drop a farm somewhere over here. And it needs to be over here because they actually have population to work. Although maybe up here. Do we get to see how big you are? Tiny. Okay. Is what it is. 41 left still, though. I guess we could work. No, we said we didn't need to retire anyone. All right, do we finally have a chance? Maybe we could do some cabinet retreats, I suppose.
Acknowledged.
Getting the big meritocracy convention card that allows you to give your governor's XP, I feel is so good. Wow, you just got attacked from like every angle, and you held. Wow. Okay. Get wrecked. Get absolutely wrecked. I'm very happy with that outcome. He got attacked from 5 directions, and he held, including some GR troops. You and your stupid. I'm still very sure that this is. In fact, I'm very sure that this is naval invasion. He's the guy from that island in the north. Annoyingly. So this isn't gonna like end the war with him or anything. Okay, we're a little bit surrounded there. I need to see if I can get that guy out. We killed 1,000 and lost 300. Trade. Got some more fuel. Time of culture. Due procedure. Fate point. GR ringmail. Yes. Yes. All right, let's not even play around with that. Let's just go immediately to nation. Yeah, this is a really nice one. It gives you more reinforcement on lower tech armor, and we don't even have combat armor, so
We'll go.
that will be handy if we can make some use of it. Got another spy. Let's continue to pump them in there. All right, let's see what decision we have. All right, I'm going to say a yes to the number of hexes again, even though we just failed a couple of those. And managers want their own mess. The project leaders at the Economic Council are unhappy they have to take their lunch in the same mess hall as the common bureaucrats. According to them, it prevents them from discussing sensitive information and is hurtful to bring a sense of proper hierarchy to the Economic Council. I think I'm just going to make everyone a little mad. There you go. Okay, I do think it's going to be time to expand our organizations. I will grab the Secret Service here. A minor worker strike will pay them off. A minor worker strike will pay them off. A new governor. None of you were particularly governor material, so round and round we go again. Give me the corporate manager. Leader. None. Oh my goodness. Reserve pool. Okay, there we go. I mean, she's a corpo, so you know. Christina Falkenstein. 17-year-old. Cap 4. 46 intelligence. Has some investigation. Little bit of skill. Decent leadership skills. Okay, you, I think, are going to be our new governor in the capital, and I think we're going to move Simba. What is your natural? 65, so a little on the low side. She likes democracy, she likes commerce. We've got a lot in common, Krista. We're going to get along just fine. It's going to be fine. All right, so Falcon's Nest. Call up Simba. We would like to relieve, and we're going to give you another job. Okay, Simba's in my pool here. I would like him in here, so we'll dismiss. Simba, you are the governor of Notor. New MG. 36 war. Honestly, he's kind of wasted. Endurance, deception. Corporate manager. Scout. All right, you're in.
We'll go.
I don't want you to be sitting there not having a job, being super duper cranky. New commander for the 6th MG. Oh, we had a loss. Okay, oops. That's fine. Okay, you are a faction leader. The front lines is always a good place for you.
We'll go.
So we will see what we can do.
We'll go.
I said we will see what we can do.
We'll go.
See what we can do about getting you appointed. There you go. Easy. Easy. That was a man who was not interested in getting recruited. He was having none of that. Wow, that was my militia unit that held under the attack too. I am very impressed there. Let's do the opposite of what I normally would do. Let's soften these up with the ranged attack first. Apparently I sized these at least properly for these easier guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, getting a couple kills. And that's pretty good for artillery with no recon. Alright. We'll invest pretty heavily here because we're not really in position to attack these properly. Yep. 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 Okay, we are moving. Yeah, we definitely have extra troops over here. What I would love to see... All right, let's actually pull him back into here. What I would love to see over here is them to assault me some more. All right, and then... Okay, I'm going to take the cheapest option here. And that's actually not too bad. And I'm going to go ahead and dirt that. Okay. We are on mid-core logistics. Let me remind you, if you're doing stop sign stuff, don't build roads like this. You want as few intersections as like humanly or even maybe inhumanly possible if you're playing on regular logistics. All right, that gives me 2 routes to get there, but we're still vulnerable right here. So we have to make sure nothing ever takes this area. Hence, I'm going to need a permanent garrison up there. Okay, down here. I'm going to continue to push on this. I mean, I guess we're trading well. I think I'm going to try to do a encircle next turn. And then we'll see if we can wipe him out. Okay, over here, I gotta get you to where you could have supplies. Alright, we're gonna pull off of that. Okay, you are telling me that there's a spooter up here. Alright, you need something. Let's raise an independent machine gun raise. And here too. I can't not have something here with the spooters around. Yeah, we don't have enough of something to put them in. Oh, the ammo. Wow, okay. I am going to produce some ammo to make sure it can go out next turn. Let's go see what's going on. Just not employing up like we need to. All right, spool it up higher. Yes, I know I'm compounding my problems here. 50. Okay, I think I'm just being impatient. It is going up. It is getting better. It will get there. It will get there. Where are we at on building? We're not done with our apartments. That will help too. We are also losing a smidgen of food. I could build some here. I can't build inside the city though because they've already got a dome. Man, that's annoying. I think I'm gonna wait. I don't want to just put it in the middle of nowhere. Somebody's building a dome farm. I'm assuming it's these guys building that. It wouldn't make much sense otherwise. Okay, airbase. Just disband that. Yeah, we don't need that. A port. Okay. I haven't actually built my own port. Maybe I should have now that I think about it. It can bring in some food. So these are the ports. You need these to have the transports landing. So we just can't make our own ships to do the transporting. Yeah, I'm feeling really stretched here with there's something right in here, like probably 2 somethings. That's going to be a little on the dangerous side. I need these guys gone. I need them gone now. Okay, but I just noticed we are past the hour mark already. Man, time flies when you're shooting spiders, I suppose. So, starting to establish our western border. More rebellions, as is apparently my MO. We did a lot of road work, ironically. We have quite a bit of infrastructure actually done here. It's kind of wonky looking, but I think that's going to be the nature of the beast on a map like this. Looking ahead, we're probably going to need to found a town somewhere in here. We're going to run out of logistics if we want to push forward. And oh man, look at that double hill and then a coastal road. Oh no. Oh, I'm already dreading this. This is going to be so expensive, and I'm probably going to have a unit deployed here to defend it. And then we get through there, and we'd have to go like all the way up to here. Okay, at least the city's near the pass. This kind of reminds me of like Italy with the mountain running down it. Oh man. It is what it is though. It is what it is. And hey, look, actually some population out on the map. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, definitely a town or 2 or 3 that are going to need to be founded to get my logistics pushed forward. And in all honesty, getting to here from our capital by truck is getting shaky. That's starting to smell like railroad territory. So we may be looking at that. But that will have to be next time. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like on the video. People have been super duper helpful so far in this series in the comments. So critiques, suggestions, mechanical clarifications. I always love hearing those. Weirdly enough, I've learned a lot in this series. So I feel like I'm already a better player than I was when I started it. So I absolutely love that feeling. So thank you to those who've been sharing it. I will remind people that I am recording these a bit ahead of time, so you can leave whatever comment you'd like, but just know that you may not see action taken on that for several episodes if you're watching these as they release rather than as a member first. If you'd like to support the channel, you could be a member and get early access to videos that I'm working on. You can check out the Patreon. You can leave a super thanks on a VOD or join me live for a super chat. Either way, thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and I will catch you in the next one. Kracken out.